I am Michaela L. Carson. I am a writer and author coach. And today, for 3 Minute Thursday, we are going to talk about the costs of self publishing. A lot of people tell you that self publishing is free, and there is a way to do it for free, but the quality of book that you tend to produce is not usually up to industry standards, and it reflects that there was little to no money spent on the book. So, if you're looking to produce a quality professional looking self published book, there are some costs that are associated with that. So we're going to talk about those today. I'm going to walk you through them real quick in 3 minutes and starting my timer now. Okay, so the first cost that you may incur with self publishing is going to be editing. There's three types of editing, and I have some training videos on those as well. But basically, it's developmental editing, line editing, and copy editing. There's also proofreading, which is kind of a separate final step process. Each of those editing aspects is going to have a fee associated with them. Some editors will group or bundle some features, and that's okay if you're comfortable with that. You do want to make sure that whoever is doing the final step of proofreading is not one of the people who edited your first book. Are there ways around that? Yes. And we can talk about those in other conversations. I only got 3 minutes today, but those are generally the types of editing that you're going to need to hire a professional for, and there may be costs associated with them. The second thing you may need to pay for when you're self-publishing is the design aspect of your book. That's going to include the cover, the interior layout, formatting, typesetting, and then also the ebook format, because what you use for print is not the same as what you use for your ebook if you're doing an electronic book. So having someone design, hiring a designer to set those up, especially the cover designer, I want to mention that specifically because it's a really artistic thing. And while you can create certain images on your own, if you hop onto Amazon and look, you're going to be able to tell pretty quickly which books were done by an amateur and which ones were not. The goal is to make sure that your book doesn't look self-published. So hiring a cover designer is really important for that. The next thing we're going to talk about for costs, so you've got editing, design, and the third thing is going to be marketing. How much you pay for this is really up to you. If you're doing advertising on Google, Amazon, social media, you get to choose what that looks like. So that's nice. Another way to do marketing that's little to no cost in this case is family and friends sharing your stuff. That's a great way to market, and it doesn't cost you anything. And then building your fan base and your following prior to the book launch is also a good way to do marketing with no cost. But if you are planning on marketing through advertising, that is something you'll need to put into your self-publishing budget. A few other things that you may want to budget for and include, I've got 30 seconds, so I'm going to go quick, is coaching. If you want a story coach, a book coach, an author coach, any of that, that might be something you need to budget for. You want to budget for the unexpected. Things do happen and cost more, or various things that happen with that. So you want to make sure you have a budget for the unexpected. And then also taxes, because if you're making money on your book, the government's going to want their piece. So include all of that with your budget. We're going to talk more about this over the next few weeks. And for our Talk About It Tuesday next week, there's my timer.